if you go to Jefferson City, what are the issues that you will be fighting for? What are the things that you wake up every day and will want to work on as a legislator in Jefferson City?
Yeah, so number one is our schools. So locally, we have really strong schools, and they're well funded because of the tax base here. But we do depend on some state money, and Parkway does, and Rockwood does a little bit more. We have seen the Republicans and my opponent claim to have fully funded education 2 years ago. By the way, it was fully funded at 2012 numbers without accounting for inflation. They just finally did that, but it's a little bit too little too late. And in trying to make the government as small as possible, what they're actually doing is making our budgets as small as possible for schools and for healthcare. And schools are on the chopping block. My opponent he has already voted for charter school expansion across the state, which would take money out of Parkway and Rockwood and give it to a for-profit school, potentially, could be nonprofit, but a business that does not answer to taxpayers and is not held to the same standards as the Parkway system and the Rockwood system. So as a local person, to me, that's a very, very important issue. We moved here for the schools. That's the whole reason that I live here. And that's a threat to what makes our community so strong. So that's one thing that I think about. The other is gun safety. Right now, Missouri is passing legislation that protects the rights of bad guys to purchase guns quickly, as opposed to protecting the safety of the constituents. I believe in the Second Amendment. I have no issue with people owning guns. A lot of people on my team have guns in their homes. That's not the issue. The issue is, why are we making it so easy for people to get a hold of guns? You can say, well, somebody will just buy it on the black market if they can't get it at a store. That doesn't make any sense. That's not a reason not to have a standard for owning a firearm. An analogy is, kids will they'll take Oxycontin or drugs out of their parents' medicine cabinet. That doesn't mean we need to sell it over the counter to minors. It doesn't make sense that zero regulations is the only thing that's acceptable to gun owners, to legislators who are doing the bidding of extremist gun lobbyists. The majority of people in Missouri voted against concealed carry on a ballot initiative, and the legislature overturned it. I think it's 3 years ago, they got rid of a permit. Why are we making it so easy for anybody to walk into a store and get a gun and carry it without a concealed carry permit? What's wrong with being a good guy, being a good gun owner, a responsible gun owner, and showing that you know what you're doing? What's wrong with that? We've gotten so extreme in this state. It doesn't make sense. And if more guns actually made the place safer, then we'd have a lot less shootings in the state, and a lot less crime in the state. So, and a lot less suicides by gun and accidents by gun. So clearly more guns isn't actually solving the problem, right?
And I think most responsible gun owners, lots of responsible gun owners that I know, would wholeheartedly agree with you.